Greetings, Pokey fans! Michael here, and real quick before we dive into this very funny blooper video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is kind of a way for me to let you guys know that I've updated some of the perks on my Patreon. What that is essentially, if you want to support me on a monthly basis, because I do this as my full-time job, you can get access to some really cool exclusive perks. And I've recently updated some of them. One of the big ones is that I added a Discord server for patrons to join, so you can interact directly with me, suggest videos, talk about stuff, talk to other patrons, stuff like that. And more relevant to this video is that I'm going to be sending out monthly blooper compilation videos from my videos the prior month. This one is from several videos over the course of last year, but these monthly ones, they'll be shorter, but you'll get to see bloopers that no one else will get to see. So if you are interested in becoming a patron of mine, the link is down in the description below. But in the meantime, make sure you leave a like on the video and enjoy this compilation of MandJTV bloopers from 2017. Greetings, Pokey fans! Michael here. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have recently come out, and if you're seeing this on the day it came out, it's been I'll be going over why these totems are difficult, such as their battle strategies, their allies, what stat boosts they get, and however, one of the Pokemon that it can call in for help is a Scizor. And Scizor, with its X-Scissor attack, is going to want to scare your Psychic-type Pokemon out of the battle real quick. Plus, it's got Technician Boot. I'm trying to say too much at once. And since you're probably not going to one-shot this Pokemon on the first turn, since you're probably not going to OHKO, O on the first turn, you're in for quite a battle. Keep in mind, though, it's still going to Bennett can cripple physical attackers with Will-O-Wisp and force switch-outs by either laying a curse on whatever Pokemon you have in or lowering your defense with Screech, so Mimic U's attacks hit harder. It can Toxic Hit first turn, take a hit, and then do it the next turn. Alternatively, this is bad because that means that Marowak's Hex does double damage, and in addition to that, Lurantis' SOS ally Pokemon have changed quite a bit. Lurantis' SOS allies from... I need to read about Kecleon first. It knows Synthesis, which of course is going to make the same thing happen. What am I doing? I'm saying it's Sunny Day. But if you take the preparations, KO the Comfey right away, Toxic It on the first turn. Dang it. I guess Totem... I guess... This Togedemaru also knows Bounce, which means... This Togedemaru also knows Bounce, which means that on the turn... If you can't use Eerie Impulse... if you can't... So there we have it. Those are the top 5 hardest Totemon... Totemon? Are you kidding me, Mikey? This is probably one of the most controversial Pokemon that I hate, which is made very apparent by the like-dislike ratio in my top 5 worst starter Pokemon video. But regardless, I think Empoleon is one of the worst fully evolved starters by a long shot. Got that out just in time. I wasn't done. Okay. That is gross. Okay. Bulbous Mustache. What is it? No. Okay, admittedly, that's pretty interesting. But they didn't have to make them stupid eggs. It would have been a lot cooler that instead of making them eggs that look like whatever... Also, if you have not already, be sure to go check out the video on his channel where we do the opposite. He talks about... If you're like me, figuring... You can use one or the other if you want, but... I was going so well, and then I screwed up that last line. That's really useful to have it really soon. One of the big reasons for that is that you... Oh man, come on. You're stuck using it up. So if you want a Dark-type Pokemon to have on your team for Morty or Will, you are stuck with Umbreon. Now, Umbreon, that's... and later on through... Oh, I need to look at this. I have to... And later on in the game, it's useful against Chuck's Poliwrath, Price's Seal, and Dugong. I was going to say Piloswine, but it's terrible against a Piloswine. What am I doing? Get it together! Ah! Okay. And hits Claire's Kingdra. Ah! Number 5, Alakazam! I don't know why I said it like that. Number 5, Alakazam! Number 5, Alakazam! Sorry, I just think it's fun to say it like that. A fighting-type Pokemon is something you are absolutely going to want on your team for Gold and Silver, since it's really useful for Chuck, Price, Karen... Who did I miss? Jasmine! Ah! But then Steelix continues to be great against the rest of the game. Why did I word that weird? But outside of that, there will be no other story spoilers or new species nuts. So don't forget to leave a like on the video. Make sure you... Palossand's a great Pokemon because while it is very slow, I mean, what do you expect from a sand castle? But it's got... And it doesn't get a special Earth type. Metagross, of course, has great stats. It's a pseudo-legendary, but also has a really wide physical move pool. And expanded even... Crap. It matches up well against several different boss battles throughout the rest of the game, such as Olivia in the Elite Four, the Totem Mimikyu, some freaking Plumeria. Oh my god. Plus, it's a Metagross, so that's extremely... Including the Totem Alolan Marowak. Crap. Number 7. Ghost Trial and somewhat Mimikyu. Faba's Psychic types and Astrobola. Totem Lurantis, the Ghost Trial, aside from the Mimikyu, because Fairy Ghost is resisted by poison. Why did I continue talking? Okay. Blaziken is really fast and hits really hard, both on the physical and the special side, meaning that its already really wide physical move pool gets expanded even further since its special moves are almost as useful. I should say just as useful. And its Bug Fairy combo is really good against a lot of battles, such as Hala. It also has a really wide physical move pool thanks to the move tutors, getting great moves such as Thunder Punch, Dual Chop, Brick Break, Drain Punch, Iron Head, and Shadow Claw. I'm gonna do that again. What the stupid computer, why are you doing that? The cards and stickers you can get are from... The cards and stickers you can get currently are from Shows and Phantoms. In the anime, a lot of times Pokemon will know several different moves of the same type, since it makes for a... Back when HMs were around in the main series game, now this mistake can be corrected if you find the move deleter and are able to... Now this mistake can be corrected if you are able to find the move deleter and can delete one of your HM moves, but... Oh man. As a 9-year-old, to save my game before battling it, and if I knocked it out or lost or screwed it up for whatever reason, I just... stupid air conditioning. Of course I was not the... I do have to say, I do appreciate that the later games got more forgiving with this and gave you more chances to catch legendaries later in the game if you failed. Because if I didn't know about this trick as a kid, I would have had to do that because friends releasing someone else's Pokemon by mistake. And honestly, in reality, this entry should probably be renamed Letting Someone Else Play Your Game. I'm not super happy. I never really understood how someone could make this mistake because the release button warns you several times that the Pokemon will be gone forever, but I guess some people just don't pay too much... I've never really understood how people can make this mistake I've never really understood how people can make this mistake because it does warn you several times that this is... I've never really understood how people can make this mistake because it does warn you, hey, you're gonna lose this Pokemon forever, but I guess just some people don't pay that much attention and it happens regardless. Now, before we get to the number 1 spot, there's an honorable mention that I wanted to say here because a discussion that happened on my Twitch stream Others of you may be thinking that this video topic is too morbid or too dark, but I just want... Others may be thinking that this video topic is morbid or dark, but I just want you to Others may be thinking that this video topic is too morbid or dark, but if it makes you feel any better, all Pokemon on this list lived long, happy lives, and what is the wording? Others may be thinking that this video topic is too morbid or dark, but if it makes you feel any better, all Pokemon on this list... Number 10, Stantler. Bop. Since Stantler is based off of deer, I'm sure it would taste very similar to venison, and therefore I would want to eat it. In fact, it may taste even better than venison because there's probably a lot of good tender meat in that big booty cheek. Because it's probably got a lot of tender meat in that big booty cheek. I also considered Sawsbuck for this slot, but Stantler seems a bit more tender and pudgy than I wanted to make sure there are lots of fish in the Pokemon world, and Basculin is pretty much one of the least spectacular. What do I talk about? Not very strong, doesn't evolve, design is nothing exciting, and it isn't rare. Okay. Basculin's Pokedex entry literally reads, "It is remarkably..." If I was given the opportunity, I would absolutely chow down on some Basculin because I believe that it would be one of the most delicious fishes ever. Number 7, Crawdaunt. Oh, I love chicken. But Chick-fil-A though, just... If you live in a place that does not have Chick-fil-A, I pity you. Also, some of you may say that Execute is seeds. They are not seeds. Also, some of you may say that Execute is seeds. I've discussed on this channel before, Execute, they're not seeds. They are eggs, and I would fry them into an omelet faster than you could say past the sriracha. Also, some of you say, but they're not eggs, they're seeds. Also, some of you may say they're not Execute. Also, some of you may say, but they're not eggs, they're seeds. To which I would reply, as I've discussed on this channel many times before, they are not eggs. Some of you may have heard the phrase that Native Americans on the plains used every part of the buffalo except the sound that it makes. Well, could you imagine if they had Bouffalant out there instead? They would be dining far more fabulously and also would make pretty more... Could you imagine if they had Bouffalant out there instead of buffalo? They would be dining... substantially more. Okay. Dining like kings. They'd be dining like kings and would likely have much stronger fashion statements. Ribs, pulled pork, carnitas, chorizo, and bacon. Also, since Pignite is a fighting type, I feel like its muscles would be more geared for physical contact and therefore would be a lot tougher, whereas Grumpig as a special attacker just blasts psychic blasts from a distance. That means that it's physical... Man... Go with this on this stupid nipple cow for a neighborhood barbecue, knowing that in the end, ended up with it being rolled out into ground beef patties.